Went from a real nigga, a stepper, a real live street nigga, respected street nigga, to a rat. Cause you thinking
somebody on that.
Hey, little damn, man. All right, twin, I'm gonna hit you back. I love you, bro. I'm doing an interview.
Nigga bad.
He just, and he ain't even know nothing about nothing. He just speaking like, we just talking man to man. That's why I ask you questions like, Bank, what, man to man. I understand the light and the political, I understand the political shit behind everything, but just man to man, brother to brother, big homie to little homie. If you going to jail and you plea out before the trial even start, what the fuck are you thinking? Boy, this shit over it. Man, you don't remember them Zoom calls that was all over the internet? The Zoom calls when we was going to court them first few times on Zoom. Before we made it to the courtroom, we was on Zoom. When we was going for buns and shit. Man, you don't remember me asking that nigga on the Zoom? We don't even supposed to talk. I broke the law. I'm on the Zoom. I said, Gunna. He look at me on the Zoom. I say, you good? Chin up, nigga. You good? He say, yeah, that's some shit. I forgot what he said, but he just, the energy was just down. Not even on no bullshit, no funny shit in that. Like, the energy was that down.
Yeah.
So it just automatically made me start thinking like, little bro, you good? I'm not saying that you know rat, and then at that point, I'm just like, nigga, what you going through? You good? And that's why, cause I'm a big brother to these niggas. So that's why I do shit like head up when we on these calls, when we in this courtroom, man, head up, chin up, fuck that, nigga. If we go to prison for the rest of our life, whoop-de-doo. We go to prison, nigga. And we fight to get out this bitch. If we beat these folk, whoop-de-doo. We beat them. We go forward. That's how I go.
But can a nigga feel like, shit, well, it was still a nigga left on the case and you took your plea?
Yeah, but my plea didn't say, my plea couldn't harm nobody. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My plea,
break it down for us, man.
My plea, I ain't say YSL with no gang in my plea. I ain't say nothing in my plea. That's why I didn't do the plea. The state offered me a plea and they wanted me to say YSL was a gang. I'm the owner of YSL, the gang, and YSL must end in the state's plea. They say all this in their plea. I told them I'm not doing that. So they wanted me to tell about Nut getting killed. I don't know nothing about that. They want me to tell about Shamel Drinks, the other nigga from their side getting killed, the 3-4 more niggas from their side getting killed. Even they were talking about niggas who got killed from their side that weren't even involved in the case. They just wanted me to tell on that. Like, you gonna tell on all this shit. We know you know about all this shit. I'm telling them, I swear to God, on my freedom, I don't know about none of this shit. Nigga, I'm in the clouds. I really don't know about this shit. Guess what that state ended up saying? We going back and forth. We. Just talking about the plea, the agreement, the plea agreement, weeks and weeks. We never can come to agreement. Guess what the DA say? Fonnie Willis say, well, you don't got to speak on none of this shit. You don't got to tell on nobody getting killed. You don't got to tell them on none of that. I take all this shit out of the plea. But you must say YSL is a gang and you the owner of YSL. Man, I'm not doing it. Beat it. I'm a man, nigga. YSL not a gang to me. Beat it. I don't give a fuck. No freedom in the world can make me do that. No. Guess what Brian say? Shit, I ain't gonna do the plea. Fuck it, let's go on, finish trial. Say less. The next day, he come to me with a plan. He say, you ever heard of a goddamn non-negotiated plea? I'm like, nah, what's that? He like, well, you don't gotta deal with the DA. You deal directly with the judge. That means you get up in front of the judge and you say, you guilty of these crimes. I say, I'm not guilty of that. I'm not in the gang. I'm not guilty of YSL being in the gang, the RICO. I'm not guilty of that, Brian. So I don't want to get up in the courtroom and say I'm guilty of that. That's not true. I don't want to get out of jail that bad, Brian. That's not true. Let's let's finish this trial. And he ain't want to do the plea anyway. Brian like, man, we're going to beat the sleaze out of that motherfucking ass. I'm just telling you, you can't get convicted of this because it was in your house. So that's why when we did the non-negotiated plea, Brian, when we was talking to the judge, Brian was talking about the charges that I had. And Brian like, hey, we plead nolo to this charge. We plead not guilty to this charge. We plead not guilty to this charge. We plead not guilty.